so exciting about what I've been told the Deputy Chief Constable of Merseyside said, is that they see this as a crime prevention intervention, these plays, which is fantastic. I'm not going to say much because one of the things we've done, the Mayor has done, is set up one of, I think, England's first violence reduction unit and the Director of the Violence Reduction Unit, Lynn Peck, is here to outline some of the work that we are doing from City Hall across the partnerships, and how we are really bringing into effect and delivering a public health approach to tackling violence, which means working with young people on intervention, early prevention, and supporting them to do what's right, because at the heart we know that all young people need the ability and the support to be able to grow into the fantastic young adults that they are, and that they have the ability and the skills and the talents to do, and to ensure that they have that support. So I'm actually going to be a
huge advocate of your work, heard how sort of powerful actually and how insightful they are. And how they're tackling issues that really are at the heart, some of the things that we are tackling or trying to tackle as the Violence Reduction Unit in London. And that's looking at the violence that comes from gangs, from exploitation and from alienation. And the Violence Reduction Unit was set up about a year ago, and it was really looking at how you bring into effect that early intervention, that prevention work that Sophie's just talked about, because we don't want to live in a society where violence feels inevitable, and we all know that it doesn't need to be. And if we're going to try and reduce violence rates, and if we're going to try and do something about making Londoners feel much more safe, I think it's absolutely key that young people and communities are at the heart of shaping the solutions that we need to make directly impacted as a result of violence, and those who have feelings of insecurity because of the violence that they've seen, is to put some emphasis on a whole variety of measures and programmes that we have heard young people say are fundamental to their feelings around security. And that means, I think, recognising that very often the transformational relationship for a young person is with their youth workers. So earlier this week, myself and Sophie were in one of the hospitals in North London, where we were announcing putting more youth workers into hospitals. Previously, we focused much more on putting those into major trauma centres, but what we know is by the time people have come to major trauma centres, they've been in A&Es several times before. So actually putting youth workers also in A&Es so that we can try and prevent the violence that they've already experienced becoming more serious. Youth workers not only in hospital group, and we are doing work specifically with communities in particularly deprived areas, listening to what they're saying and making sure we're absorbing those messages. And what you hear back is, as I'm sure you all know, that violence isn't inevitable, and that there are a lot of people out there who want to use the resources they've got, the talent that they've got, to change